What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. Today I thought I would do something different. I'm gonna do a tier making video, as you can see, ranking the Naruto Storm series. So I saw somebody do this a while ago and I was like, hey, why not do it myself? I think it was Sheikah's Clouds, but I think he was just talking about it. I don't think he ranked it, but I would like to give my credit where it's due. But I saw his video, a lot of people voted Storm 4 is the best Naruto game, but I'm assuming that's kind of the new crowd. I'm not really trying to throw shade on them or anything, but I just think it's more of a recency bias, so I just thought I would do it myself. But I'm gonna put it in order so I won't have to do that later. Alright, so let's start off with Storm 3. Storm, the first Storm. So I never played this Storm. I don't think it had online or anything, but I used to see this commercial. I think it was a local commercial. I don't know if this was an anime store or a video game store, but they used to advertise this game, like the first Storm game, and they made me want it so bad, but I did not have a a PS3 at the time, so I wasn't playing it on nothing. But the way they just advertised this game made me want it. So, and I heard they had like a whole bunch of like neat stuff in the beginning that they took out, like the you could fight on the walls and the jutsu clashing, and sometimes they would have hidden Easter eggs if you would perform an ultimate against somebody. So because of that, I will put it in the B tier. I just don't have any complaints or anything. I just never played that game. No matter of fact, we can just put it in the A tier because of that commercial. Shout out to that commercial. I know that's like a cool story, bro, and that was in like 2007. But I just was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get that game. So Storm 2. Once again, I never played this game. And when I would see people playing it, I don't think they had any sub bars, if I'm not mistaken, but it never appealed to me. Like, I would watch people play this on YouTube. I would not watch people play Storm 2 on YouTube. It just, the characters was kind of like, okay. I just really wasn't digging it. But since I really never played the game, I don't have a good opinion. So I'm just going to put it in the B tier. So Generations was the first Storm I played. And I'm trying not to be biased, but this is my favorite Storm, not going to lie. But it was still kind of new since this was the second year it had online. And there was like certain stuff he couldn't do yet. It's like chakra dashing in the air or combo canceling, I don't believe. But this game had longevity. When Storm Revolution would be out, I would have like a couple of friends who would be like, you trying to play Naruto? And I'd be like, yeah. And then they hop on Generations. So because of the longevity, and it didn't really have a good story mode either, but I'm not really going to put a knock against that. I'm going to put it in the A tier. I mean, it was balanced, it was fun, it was still new, had a good community before everybody kept leaving the games and they had to put the connection rate at the bottom. So yeah, I'm going to give it an A tier. So Storm 3 is what I would consider the best Storm game. It was just all around just fun and balanced. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Generations was a little, some characters, like Part 1 Gaara and Part 1 Rock Lee, just to name a few, they was a bit OP. But in Storm 3, they got reined back a bit. You got introduced into like the support, different support types, like attack type, drive type. I think it was just those two at the time. Please do not fact check me on this. Don't do that. I do not know 100%. But Storm 3, and it had a good story mode, and sheesh, that character select menu had the best one. So good story mode, good game in general. I mean, Storm 3 is just like the perfect Naruto game you could ask for. So I'm gonna put it in the S tier. So then we go to Revolution, right? And I'm gonna be honest, I was not a big fan of this game. The support types, the balance type was literally the worst thing to play against because they could do everything. Like, they weren't just good at one thing, like, oh, attacking, oh, defending. They did both. Or like, let's say you want to like knock somebody out the map, they would come like throw them in, and you're just like, okay, cool, that's nice. Or like, let's say somebody, you broke that guard, you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to hit him with this team ultimate. They're like, nah, dog, you're not about to do none of that. So, and then the characters, it was, There was, compared to Storm 3, Revolutions was straight up just not fun at all. I got pissed with this game. Like, this was probably the shortest Storm Life fan I played. I probably went back and played, like, you know what, I'm freaking playing Generations, or I'm freaking playing Storm 3. So because of that, I'm gonna give it a D tier, and I don't even feel bad. So Storm 4, right? So this was the first Storm game, and only, on the PS4. So everybody was hyping it up. Oh my gosh, it's on the PS4. It was okay, honestly. The gameplay wasn't anything spectacular. Good story mode, and the characters was okay. It had some amazing visuals, though, don't get me wrong, but nothing really stood out for me personally. I played it longer than Revolution, and that's really not saying much, but because it was an okay game, I will give it a B. So this is my Naruto Storm ranking list. If you agree or disagree, feel free to put your comments in the comment section below. And if this video does well, I'll probably do an NBA team tier list. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, rate, and subscribe. Peace and chicken grease.